Nikki. Hey, congratulations for this action film, The Best Man.
Thank you, love. Nice to meet you. How you doing?
I am doing terrific, and I you look terrific today, and doing terrific too. I suppose.
I try to some days. Thank you.
So Nikki, tell us what initially drew you to this project.
Um, I have been doing a lot of action movies lately, and this one came about, but after you've seen it now, you'll see that I'm not really the action hero in this movie. I'm sort of more the damsel in distress, which I was really drawn to that because I seem to always be saving the day. So it was just sort of a different take. Super fun movie, an awesome cast, people, a couple of people I knew, and it just came in at a good time. It was just fun, and yeah, again, I get to play something that I haven't played for a while, so absolutely.
I was gonna say you do play a damsel in distress, and I've seen a lot of your films, and you usually you kick ass, but but tell us on how you come across with Brooke, because not only she's a victim in this film, she's like a victim twice.
I know it's kind of that thing, like history repeating itself, and maybe something wasn't sort of, healed in the first round and it had to come back. I know she has, and this is at her wedding. I mean, it's a hell situation. And it's like, I didn't know if there was going to be enough room to sort of maybe have her sort of step up the second time around and maybe try and fight, because she'd been through this before. But it sort of made sense that I think it was more about the boys connecting and coming together in their relationship and what they had to heal in the second round of having to go to war for someone. And it just happens to be me, a little troublemaker in the middle, which I didn't really mean to do it here, but so I think the real sort of heart in the story is the love between the brothers, and the friendships in the movie that get built around these traumatic situations.
Well, it doesn't hurt that you have men, protecting and fighting for you.
I enjoyed it. I was very happy to sit back on this one and just run.
I know, for an action film like this one, even though you are playing a damsel in distress, you didn't miss a beat out of all these action films. You talk about running and a little bit of stunt work, crazy dodging imaginary stuff all over the place.
Driving behind casino things. I mean, it was a whole, I know there's still a lot of moving and running in this, and we had this incredible hotel space that we filmed out of a huge place in New Mexico. And I just, in the end, I said to the director, because obviously it's at my wedding when we had the terrorist attack, and I had these heels on, and I said, we got to show a point very quickly that I take these shoes off so I can run this entire movie. Because the truth is I am running, and I'm running down corridors and dipping behind things and diving, and I just couldn't do them in heels. So you probably didn't remember, but there is a scene where very early on, when I'm in the casino and you see me rip off my shoes, and that's me saying to the director, please, can we do this? Because I'm going to have to roll and do all sorts of things in a wedding dress. And then there's that kitchen scene where I tiptoe through, and and then I'm in a freezer and I did this all in bare feet through this casino. So it was a bit rough, but it was fun.
I was gonna say that you don't want to put out that image of running in high heels. I think I'm trying to remember the actress who did that in Jurassic World, and memes and people made fun of that.
It's hard to do too, and you do risk twisting your ankle, like, because you want to be really in the moment, and you don't want to be thinking about hurting yourself unless it stunts. That's a whole nother thing. But when I'm running through kitchens and like slippery floor, I'm just not doing it. I didn't have a stunt double on this movie.
Now, this hotel, was it all emptied out for this entire production?
No, it actually was still full. But we just had days where I guess they were able to shut down certain portions of it. All that casino stuff, like they'd fenced off parts of the casino, and there were still people playing on the machines while we were filming through. It was kind of bizarre. They made it look very empty, like we had taken over the whole thing, but it was still running. And I mean, whoever was staying there was really sweet, and sort of, people would come over and watch scenes and kind of bits and pieces, but that big opening scene where the guys come through with the guns, we had to close it down for a couple hours then and stuff. But I don't think it hurt the casino too much. Yeah.
So as an actress yourself, when you're doing like sort of like an open set and there's people watching you, does that make you more nervous, or you manage to like block them out like they were never there?
It doesn't make me nervous at all. It's more about, and usually there wouldn't be able to be other people from the outside watching if it's something very intense or very, it's very hard when you're in something and you're trying to focus and you've got all these people doing this behind you. It can be quite off-putting. It can throw you off. Some actors are great at just completely blocking it out. But just for the fairness of us and kind of needing to really stay in the moment, having no distractions, especially when there's little kids doing this, it's happened before and it's so funny. This wasn't so bad because it's action, it's a lot of running. So I didn't have to sort of focus in and have any of these moments like this. But like I said, usually it'll be a clear set. So,
Nikki, what do you love about all these action films that you do?
I didn't even really try and get into them. I started out doing comedy and then I was doing a lot of drama and they sort of just showed up to me and came to me. And the last thing I did a couple movies back, I was a sniper. I mean, these jobs come to me and I'm always like, I'm glad you guys think I can do this. But then I sort of jump on board. I am quite physical. I train. I'm very, very active. I have a dancing background. I have a bit of a boxing background. Nothing professional, but just, I just love to move around. And I guess I also quite enjoy doing, learning, action scenes. And there's a movie I've got coming out this year where I'm fighting full grown dudes, which clearly in real life, there's no way I would be able to take these guys on. But I don't know, the way that the stunt team coordinated and choreographed it, it looks really cool. And I got to say, as a woman, having like kick-ass moments, it just feels, it's really fun. It sounds very unprofessional, but it's a lot of fun.
Well, it is a dream job. Tell us about working with the rest of the cast. I mean, you were this close to Luke Wilson at a wedding or fake wedding.
I know. Well, I've actually worked with his brother Owen before on Hall Pass 10 years ago. So it's nice to do full circle and get to work with the whole family. I'd met Luke before. He's a lovely man. So good to work with. So is Dolph Lundgren, who I've been watching since I was a little girl. So it's always a treat being on set with these people that you've grown up watching, and Scout is one of my dearest friends. I've made a couple of movies with her now, and she actually rang me and was like, hey, you want to play my sister in this movie? I think you're doing it. I was like, yes, we are. So we met at the airport and we did this 3-hour drive to the location together. And she's one of my buddies. I adore her. And Brandon Frere is just a really, really amazing actor and a wonderful man. We had a blast in that casino. I had some really talented actors all coming together. And to be honest, we had a really good time out there. It was kind of weird weather. It was snowing one day and sunny the next. I was like, where are we? It was so weird, but we made the most of it and we just got on with it. We had a really, really, really short time to film this too. So it made it a bit challenging.
Most excellent. Well, one more thing before I let you go, because I was reading somewhere that you're a massive Star Wars fan.
Yeah, if you can see in that corner up there, that's actually a stormtrooper. My whole house is Star Wars. Star Wars.
Really?
Yeah. My dog's called Yoda. I grew up with it as a kid. My mum would play it all the time for us. I think I was in my mum's tummy when Empire Strikes Back. Is that which one it was? When that came out to Australia. I mean, it's been around me for so long. So me and all my brothers and my sister were obsessed with it. It's just like a lifestyle.
Oh, wow. So who do we have to call for you to get in one of those things? I mean, Star Wars Celebration just happened.
Maybe you can help me. I have no idea, but all these cool sort of offshoots like Mandalorian, just all this stuff is so cool. I'm a big nerd when it comes to all that stuff. So I don't know. I think it's just, I grew up with it as a child. And so it just brings back really good memories. And now my toaster is Darth Vader. I mean, it's just.
Well, I'll let Disney know that you are a Star Wars fan and an action junkie. So we'll make it happen.
There you go.
Thank you very much, Nikki, for speaking to us. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye. Bye-bye.